I'm Mike O'Mara, and I never listen to none taking.
The following program contains material that is just too cute. Viewer discretion is advised.
The Hotel 6 guy?
Yeah, the Motel 6 guy.
Motel 6 guy. Wait,
Yeah,
is there
Tom
two of those
Bodett.
things? Was Hotel and Motel 6, or was it always Motel 6?
It's always Motel 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super 8?
There's
that's
Super 8.
film.
No, Super 8's a hotel as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so, but Bodett?
Tom Bodett.
I remember, like, the commercials.
We'll leave the light on for you, guy.
But
Is
I
also
thought, so what was his, was he a hotel magnate? Or was
No,
he,
I think he just got hired as their spokesperson.
But they said his name like I knew who he was. This was the 90s.
Yeah, I don't. So
Was he popular then for other things? It was just like one day I woke up and this guy was telling me that he'll leave the light on in the hotel.
So he is an American author, voice actor, woodworker. Didn't know that, and radio personality. Mostly on NPR.
Was he a radio personality in the 90s?
He must have been, but he's been a Motel 6 spokesperson since 1986.
Wait, still?
He still is, apparently.
Hold on. I don't think that they can afford a spokesperson. Have you been to a Motel 6?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
$50 a night, dude. You know, you get a lot of. There's high profit margins there.
We almost went to a murder Motel 6 in
We almost
Louisville.
we
We drove
did.
past that in the Uber. We're like, we didn't stay there. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, can you believe how close those houses were together?
So
in
weird.
Louisville? Yeah.
When I went to Kalamazoo to relocate my brother,
Yeah.
I found the way that their cities were set up a little weird, but Louisville was a whole other level. Like that was just
It was just
what
that
is-
area too, though. It was like a pocket
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And it was so weird being right next to just a strip mall and the fucking University of Louisville and Churchill
Right.
Downs and
Right.
the whole thing.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, can we go back to
Bodett.
Bodett.
Yeah.
Art Modell.
In 1986, he was building houses in Homer, Alaska, and contributing to NPR's All Things Considered. I don't.
Oh, Marge. That's not how Homer Simpson talks.
No, that's not.
What voice was that? Kermit?
I think it was Kermit. Yeah,
Marge.
that's Kermit.
Cowabunga.
He appeared on the Animaniacs cartoon series, doing the voiceover for Mime Time and the Good Idea, Bad Idea segments.
Don't remember that one. I've seen every episode of that many times.
He had a brief cameo in Pinky and the Brain.
What are you doing tonight, Brain?
He has
I'm still not doing a good impression, am I?
So that was actually pretty good.
Snarf.
What? We're trying to take over the world, Pinky. He had a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
This is not how I wanted to start the fucking podcast.
I know,
I've got a whole thing on how to start the podcast.
Okay, well, let's do it that way.
Okay. So Trump hasn't had a good week in court, Alan.
Okay.
Have you heard about this?
I have heard about this, yes.
In the process, I learned a little history about Arlington House, which I don't know if everyone in America knows. I'm sure Jeff fucking knows this because he's like, I live in Virginia.
Yeah.
I can tell you something
He's a
about
Virginia
Arlington House.
professional.
But do you even know what Arlington House is?
I want to say it has some connection to like a Lee, but I don't really know that much.
So Arlington House is on the opposite side of the reflecting pool from the Lincoln
Memorial?
right?
Okay.
Maybe I'm getting that part wrong. But so when you look in that direction towards Arlington Cemetery, you see Arlington House.
Okay.
And Trump's Arc de Triomphe is going to block that view, right? You're laughing because of arc, right? Arcing.
I have arcing loads.
It's okay. We're both. Alan, you don't have to say actually arcing loads, okay?
Arcing.
I already have you in the phone.
Arcing all over the place.
Yeah, see, I got you saying that.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful cock.
I got that one too.
It's very
Here's
early,
another
very early
one.
in the show to bring that out, Dustin.
Here's another
but
one
okay.
for you saying.
Black is better. Chink.
I got a lot of you here.
Come pig.
That one's a good one.
Come pig.
I don't know why you ever said that.
I don't either.
That's a good goose
I
impression.
think I was quoting somebody.
I do like the goose impression.
That's pretty good. I'm proud of that one.
Whenever I see a goose, I'm like, wah. All right, anyway. Arlington House.
Arlington House, yes.
You know, this was going to be a good clip, and then I just fucked this up with a bunch of... You know what? This is none taken, right? All right. So, Arlington House. It's... You're right. It has a connection to Geddy Lee, Alan. No, Tommy
Robert.
Lee?
Robert.
E. Lee. That's right.
Yes.
So, but there's actually more interesting history before that.
Okay.
So Arlington House, George Washington's adopted son.
Okay.
So George Washington's son, the president, that George
Not
Washington,
the Marquis.
not the Peanut Man.
Okay.
No, not the Marquis. You mean Lafayette? How he
Yes,
considered
I
him his
did.
son?
Yeah.
Yes, not
Yes.
him. No.
Okay.
So George Washington's adopted son. Okay.
Okay.
His daughter
Adopted son's
inherited
daughter.
that house from George's son.
Okay.
It went through the Washington family, and it ended up at George Washington's adopted son's daughter's hands. She married Robert E. Lee.
Oh shit.
He was an American, right?
Sure.
This is
Yeah.
pre-Civil War, right?
Yeah, I understood. Okay.
During the Civil War, they abandoned it. And then when the Union occupied Virginia, they used it as a headquarters for occupied Virginia. The Union did.
Okay. Okay.
And then now it was turned into post Civil War, it was turned into a museum for like Robert E. Lee's attempts to the ways that he spent the rest of his life on reunification post war is sort of memorialized there. Yeah, that's kind of neat. So they're gonna put a big Trump
Arc de Triomphe Trump.
They're gonna put a
to
Trump
block it.
memorial. They're gonna put a Trump memorial there, which is a weird thing for a living person, right?
It's very strange.
I
Yeah.
know he's calling it an American arc, but it's like he's doing it. It's going to be gold, and it's going to be he's doing it. He wants his own, he wants something to compete with the Lincoln Memorial, right? That's why he's doing it.
Of course. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be weird if he died tomorrow?
That would be strange.
Okay.
Weird.
Just outside of the fact that it would just be notable, I get that. This is a great response, Alan. Yeah, it would be notable if the man died tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be.
Probably stand out as a day.
It would.
So he'd just be stuck left staring at like the unfinished wreckage of his ego.
Oh man.
Some poor court appointed dude contractor is having to scrape those 18 letters off of the Kennedy Center. There's a gaping crater where the East Wing used to be. The reflecting pool's scarred, like botched Mar-a-Lago facelift, bad paint job. And like the skeleton of a triumphal arch just mocking the history of the Arlington House. And then like, who would be on the hook for paying for any of that, right? Like, it'd just be like for all of us to deal with. Because there's nobody there's no air that's going to be like, and this is how we're going to go through it. Nobody's going to be like, oh, the drone port on the roof of the... No, fuck. Like, nobody else can lie and make... Like, if you're like, what is that, J.D. Vance? The drone port? Where? Oh, okay. Who's going to do that? Peter Thiel, your boy? Like,
No.
Like, right?
No.
But Trump can do this. He's got a, Pied Piper way of...
Sure.
But nobody... It would just be... Like, it would be so fucking weird. Like, and it could happen. Like, he could just drop dead
It could
tomorrow.
happen.
And, like, we would just be left... Like, I know this isn't, like, the most profound thought, but the more you actually take it seriously, you're like... What would it literally be like if, like, the day after this guy dies and all these projects are just
There's
like,
just
wait,
rebars
why were we
sticking out.
doing this? Because this crazy guy got 26% of the country riled up to back him and, like, wouldn't let it, they were holding us all hostage and tearing apart DC and his image. It's just, no, I don't know. Wouldn't that just be like him, too? Like, wouldn't it be like him to be like, oh, stiffed him with the bill?
100% would be on brand, I believe. Yes.
This is actually
Rebar
where I
just
was-
sticking out everywhere.
I was supposed to press this button whenever I
No
said
contractors being paid.
that. Nope. Yeah. No shit, right?
Y'all let me in this damn house.
That's it. That's a show start. It's an unusual show out. All right, you ready?
I am ready. Are you recording?
Yes. All right. Well, you want to start a show?
Let's start a show.
That podcast is filling your head with garbage.
No offense taken there.
Well, it sounds like none taken.
I just ain't got the means.
Welcome to the internet's only debate and current events show. with two political nomads from two different worlds. Shout out to Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band for the use of their song Ways and Means for intro music. Thank y'all for joining us. The time of this recording, it is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. It's a great day for America. We are two coastal elites, here to recap another week of current events and sharing way too much of our tragic personal lives. Taking a sledgehammer to the culture war echo chambers. Coming to you from the shores of the mighty Cumberland in Madison, Tennessee, I'm your host, Cred. Right over there, 2,400 miles direct to my north. I go by Cred. 2,400 miles directly to my northwest, my good friend Alan the Nature Boy Smith. And he's coming to you from Timbertown, Morton, Washington. Please subscribe right now wherever you're listening to this. We don't have an advertising budget. Keep this show ad-free. Go to nonetaken.horse. Paid for the website. Gotta go. It's a real website, nonetaken. You know what? Just for the novelty, don't you want to see what happens when you type in nonetaken.horse? Just see
it's
what
fun.
Happens. Yeah, it's different. Now, if you already subscribe, you can watch this video. But you cheapskates, go to nonetaken.horse. And then now, if you're watching this video, this is what I'm doing. I'm now acting this out for the people that have already paid. And you right there, right on the top there, it says join our Patreon. Right there, big blue button. You can't see this, but if you did, you could imagine. Just imagine. And you know what? Since you can't, you're gonna have to go over. Let's do this together. Go to Nontaken. Pick up your phone. Take a second. All right, nontaken.horse. Horse. Maybe
Horse.
they know how to spell horse. That might be it.
I'm pretty sure they will.
You know, I looked up zebra.horse. It's taken.
Damn it.
Oh,
can't we have
anyways,
nice things?
are you there? So you see the zebra there? It says Nontaken. Scroll down. It says join our Patreon. And from there, you can join the Patreon. There's different tiers that you can join at. No matter which tier you join at, you get full access to everything. We just give you some price points if you want to donate at a higher level. You're the reason the show's ad-free. Thank you. Personally, to every one of you, every single one of you, thank you for keeping the show ad-free. We like doing it this way. I hate podcast ads. Like, they are a bane to what we're trying to do here. So we will never have ads, and it's because of people that join the Patreon and go to nontaken.horse to do that. You can also go to the merch store where hopefully by the time this show's up, certainly by the Friday show, we will have I Love the Theater, John Wilkes Booth t-shirts, and Not a Big Fan of the Theater, Abraham Lincoln t-shirts, just in time for America's 250th birthday.
Just in time.
Just in time. And you can also get your Culture War veteran hats. We say cutting this out mugs. Please don't honk at me. My mom is dead. Bumper magnets and cum rags that say none taken, or another cum rag that says Alan's edging surface appropriately. There's other stuff there. You can go to nonetakenpod.com or nonetaken.horse for more details. Alan will fill you in on the rest of it. You can go over that.
Yeah, so those are dual use that they can
Stop
become
it with this.
rags.
Not everybody
or
plays golf, Alan.
towels.
Everybody has a use for a cum rag. Do you want to go to a niche market like golfers or people that fuck?
You know what?
Everybody
I hadn't thought of it
comes.
that way. That's you know what? In a perfect world, everybody comes. I agree completely. Nonetaken.horse for all your none taken needs. We got all our socials over there. We got all the RSS feeds that you need. Join the Patreon, like Dustin said. The low price of $3 a month gets you access to everything. We just did about an hour and 20-minute hidden track before this episode.
A bunch of real news. We talked about stuff there.
Yeah.
Not just,
you get access to all of those.
We weren't just horsing around, Alan.
We were
talked
not.
about the Kennedy Center. We talked about Mike Pence.
We did.
Talked about how Republicans lost their way. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, everything you need, nonetaken.horse. Also, don't forget, there's some links down there at the bottom. Don't forget, support the people that support us. SlickItsDigital.com for all your SEO and marketing needs. SlickItsDigital.com. And JeffHancockPhotography.com for all your photographic needs, whether they be cock-related or not. JeffHancockPhotography.com.
Yes. They could be Han Solo pictures, too.
They could be.
Okay. Alan,
Yes.
what have you been up to?
Oh, man. You know what? So I've been up to a lot this last week. My sister got back from Guatemala, and so
Your
we
sister
took...
was in Guatemala?
Yeah.
Was she on a mission trip?
No, she was down there for 2 weeks. Her boyfriend has
2
family.
weeks in Guatemala?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so we were dog sitting her dog, and so we returned her
sense.
dog to her. And so no more yappy
Why did you
dog
do it
sounds.
like that? Why did you pick the dog up like that?
He's a tiny little guy, so I was just imagining.
Okay.
you
No
know.
no more arguments in the other room? Is that what was happening?
Yes. I wanted to
That was
highlight
concerning. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no more yappy dog.
Were there any marks?
No.
It's just
Zoya is very gentle.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's been very hot here the last few days, week or so. It's been in the 80s. Nicely, we're going to get a little bit of a cold snap tomorrow through the rest
Traffic
of
and
the
weather
week.
on the 8s here at None Taken.
Yep. I grilled lamb chops last week. My first time doing that.
Oh,
Not the.
okay. Not the doll.
No, not the dog.
Sherry, no. That's a good impression.
It's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Dude, they were so good.
Yeah.
Have you done lamb chops before?
No, but I do like to eat lamb.
Is that a?
Have you seen the NoFX cover for Heavy Petting Zoo before they changed the name from Eating Lamb?
I have. I remember that now.
I'm going to pull that up in the background and I'll just have it here.
Okay.
But you could go on.
Okay. So that was fun. We do have some people coming over, some folks coming over this next weekend, which I'll be doing a big spread for, some spare ribs and other accoutrement. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a good week, man. How about you? What you been up to?
Wait, I have to open up an eBay link. That's what eating lamb makes me think of. Okay. All right. Well, let's get rid of that. That's pretty inappropriate for a podcast. Can you believe they changed that album to Heavy Petting Zoo?
I bet that one wasn't approved to be sold in Walmart. I would imagine not.
All right. How much is that on eBay? $600
Jesus.
or best offer, Alan. I'm gonna lowball them. I had a great weekend, man. So
Nice.
looking at this weekend, it was really disappointing because we keep it's June and we're trying to go
I
to the
noticed.
fucking lake, So we're getting to the end of May and we haven't been to the lake yet. Now part of that's because we were traveling, but part of it is it hasn't been raining, so the water's really low, which is fine. You just go to a lower part. We just lay in the water at the lake or on the shore at the lake. But for we were in where were we? Europe, somewhere in Europe, and then now we came back and it rained, and we're like, well, can't go to the lake. So then this weekend we're like, but we'll go this weekend. And looking into the weekend, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got thunderstorms all and like heavy. But so Saturday we go to yoga and then we go around town putting up flyers for Natasha's show. The show's doing great. If you're in Nashville, you want to go to Natasha's show the June 13th at Eastside Bowl, Classic
Nice.
Burlesque. The Natasha Vitale presents The Velvet Affair. But then Sunday, I'm making coffee. So the routine is I get up by about 9:30. I bring coffee into the bedroom. I wake Natasha up. She's usually like, "Oh, what time is it? Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's 9:30. I don't bring it to you before night. It's always 9:30. I don't bring it to you early." So it's like 9:20, and I'm making coffee, and Natasha comes out into the living room, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing in here?" And she's like, "It's good weather. We're going to the lake." I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. So we made coffee really quick, chugged some coffee, fed the dogs, made sandwiches. I loaded up the truck. We got to the lake. It was you can't trust the weather. First of all, thanks Donald Trump. You stop funding NOAA. So
Yeah,
now we
NOAA
can't
doesn't
trust the
exist
weather
anymore,
right?
yeah.
But if you looked at the radar, you had to say Nashville was going to have thunderstorms, but it's kind of like, where's it going to be? If there's, you know what I mean?
big
So like,
place.
if there's thunderstorms somewhere, you're having thunderstorms that day. But along the lake, it was sort of skirting our spot, according to the radar. And it was exactly right. Like we sat there
nice.
all day. We were like, come 3 o'clock, we'll think about going. But we got good 4 hours on the lake. I got a fucking sunburn. I put on, Alan, it turns out putting on SPF 15 oil twice. SPF 15 oil twice over 4 hours. Not enough. No. Yeah.
I would imagine
It
not.
probably accelerated it.
You probably made it worse.
But it's a very rich sunburn, Alan. It's very rich coppery sunburn. It's a good base coat for the year. Anyway, and then we left right in time. By the time we were driving home, it was downpouring. We fucking nailed it. It was a great day. The dogs loved it. We came home, had a good night. It was a great day on the lake. Only thing is the water level is really low, man. Like we've been having a drought here. I've never seen so much of the shore exposed. Like I think we've talked about on the show before. We like to walk out to this spot where we can sit down in the water and like rest our feet off of a ledge there.
Yeah.
That's where we sat with our chairs. Like,
Oh, it's dry.
It was super dry. Oh, it was so dry that it would normally, like, we paddle out to our spot. How dry is it? We paddle out to our spot. Is moist? You know how people don't like the word moist?
I do.
Is that misogynist?
Oh, I don't know. It's just
Because I know a lot of ladies that don't like the word moist either.
Yeah, I don't think it's
We're going to
misogynist.
hear about it, huh?
I don't think it's misogynist. I think it's just people get the ick from moist
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah. What are you, gay? You don't like vaginas? Am I right, Alan? No, is that misogynist? I don't know words. So because the water level was so unmoist,
Unmoist.
people
Yeah.
could just walk along the shore out to our spot, and they did. We're like, get out of here! We got dogs. What are you fucking doing
Yeah.
here?
You're trying to find a new continent, like you're going across the Bering Strait or something.
Undiscovered country.
Yeah.
That's it. Personal life, Alan. Then I did a podcast. I did a hidden track with Alan, and now I'm here doing. That brings you up to today.
We are bracing for like a super drought here. The West is supposed to be
It's
bad.
looking really bad in the West Coast, like in general,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
you'll get a bad
California's gonna be
winter.
California's gonna be way worse, but up here's not gonna be great.
It's
either, so-
scary. Like
Yeah, it
it's. Did you see there was like a mayor of a town in Arizona that was like, you can't do laundry until you've worn
Yep.
a clothing item
three times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see that. Can't fill your pools or water your lawns or do
Good.
laundry. Yeah.
But,
I mean,
oh man, I'm sure they'll keep Las Vegas fully open though, right?
I'm sure. Yeah, the Colorado River is going to be a creek, I think, at best.
Dude, it's really fucking scary. I got to talk to James
yeah.
about it because it's part of his livelihood is
Right.
rescuing people that are trying to drown themselves in the Colorado River. He's like, anyways. Do you want to do a little bit of comedy clips?
Let's do.
Okay. This is one Alan sent in, but so did Nameless. We played a thrash clip in the hidden track. This is so you sent this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who is this?
Oh,
I'm Isaac Knox.
that guy, Isaac Knox. Yeah.
I'm Isaac Knox. Okay, here we go.
I'm not saying that I have more reason to hate the Klan.
Oh boy.
But I am saying that I hate the Klan for more reasons. One,
a very
extra
subtle
reason
distinction.
to be specific, and no matter how dumb, who wouldn't take an extra reason to hate a hate group? Did you know that the full name of the KKK is the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan? The Knights. It's the KKK. It's the KKK. 4K is like a bad Popeye impression. KKK. They screwed up their own nickname.
That's Popeye reference.
That's not okay. Next time your friends mention the KKK, as they do,
Points to a guy in the crowd.
you say, no, it's the KKK. They disregard the woulda, coulda, shoulda been leading word of the K pattern. And I know I'm being a grammar Nazi about white supremacists. But they even misspell the word Klan for the sake of alliteration, but ignore the soft K of night. That's how much racists prefer hard consonants.
Hard R.
Wait, it gets better.
And it affected hip-hop. Wu-Tang had to spell Klan regular. Outcast got to spell their name with a K. Corrupt and Mystical got to spell it with a K. Cool G Rap got to spell cool with a K. But Wu-Tang Clan...
Sex offender mystical, you mean?
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Cool G Rap got to spell cool with a K. But Wu-Tang Clan got undercut by the original Ghostface Killers. And the
Ghostface named himself after Scream, right? Like Ghostface
Yes, I believe so,
didn't-
yeah.
wasn't around before then. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
And those little illiterates didn't even capitalize on their full capitalization. Look, we all hate what that organization stands for, but I'm a word nerd and they shortchanged their acronym, so I literally hate what it stands for.
That's good. Is it 10 seconds of applause?
That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's
Let's
like
go.
fantastically put together, Joe.
Wait, let's
That's-
see what George Bush thinks. You even got a laugh from W.
Yeah, W liked
Pretty
it.
good. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you, Nameless. Thank you, Alan. That was long. I didn't realize that was that long, but that was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah.
Do we have time for one more joke about having kids?
Sure, I think so.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, you know why? Because we already. This is a short joke. We had like it was a very informative opening of the show, Alan. We learned about Art Modell,
Tom Bodett.
Tom Bodett.
Yes.
Did Art Modell own the Cleveland Browns?
the Baltimore Ravens, I believe.
Well, I think they used to be the Cleveland Browns, Alan. I think he sold the team to the Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay.
Jerk. Wow. If anybody from Cleveland could put together, a podcasting ability to receive a podcast, they'd be very mad at what you
They'd be
just
very
implied.
upset. Okay.
Yeah. This is, dude, the worst part about that story is they won the Super Bowl like 2 years later.
Right.
And these Browns still haven't done anything. Okay. So Tom Bodett.
Yes, Tom Bodett.
We learned about Tom Bodett. Why am I recapping something they just
I don't
learned?
think I should have kids.
This is Brittany Schmidt.
I don't think I should have kids. What do you guys think? You guys are like, we don't think you should have kids either. I don't think I can have kids because I'm bad at lying. I think you have to lie to protect children, and I'm not good at that. My gay friends have a daughter, and I was talking to her the other day, and she's 6 years old. Or maybe 12. I don't know. It's none of my business. Knowing a kid's age is weird. But she said to me, why do you do comedy?
That deserved more of a laugh. Knowing a kid's age is weird. Natasha gave me a hard time because I was like, that kid can stand. Remember when I was complaining about the subway in Paris?
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
that kid's old enough to not be complaining in public. It can stand. Like, if it can stand, it shouldn't just be screaming for no reason.
Said to me, why do you do comedy? And I said, because my mom didn't love me. Then she said, oh, my daddy's loved me. And I was like, right, but where's mommy? See you on the stage, sweetheart.
One way or the other. All right, Alan, one way or the other. See you on the stage.
See her on the stage. Might be a poll involved. It might not.
Alan, it was implied when I said it. Thank you for drawing us there. Yes, yeah. I heard about this. I don't watch Rogan anymore. I heard about this. Did you know Bill Murray was on Rogan a couple weeks ago, maybe a few months ago? So he was talking about how Woodward and Bernstein wrote a book about John Belushi because Jim Belushi sucks. No offense to people that like Jim Belushi. I can never remember. According to Jim, was a sitcom, and that's how I remember my Jim Belushis from John Belushi's.
Okay, yeah.
All right, but Bill Murray and John Belushi were, longtime friends.
Sure.
And Bill Murray is complaining about the fact that Woodward, just Woodward. Woodward's book about John Belushi is factually inaccurate. And I didn't unmute.
Wired, the book written by Woodward about Belushi. I read like 5 pages of Wired, and I went, "Oh my God, they framed Nixon."
What?
like all of a sudden I went, "Oh my God, if this is what he writes about my friend that I've known, for half my adult life."
Yeah.
Which is completely inaccurate, talking to like the people of the outer circle getting the story. What the hell could they have done to Nixon?
Now, he doesn't mean that, but this got now, Alan, this got shared and brought up by John Ziegler. Everybody who's like an adjacent right-wing person was like, see, Bill Murray and Joe Rogan were saying they framed Nixon. And you need proof? Bob Woodward wrote a bad book. All right. We're doing
I think we can just see G. Gordon Liddy and you could know what happened there. Yeah.
No shit, right?
Yeah.
I just want to do a Liddy impression, but like I'm going like 6 different ways in my head. The ants on the walls. That's a better impression than any of the other ones.
That's pretty good.
Do you want to see my Liddy impression?
Yes. This is a visual impression. So if you didn't get that, you have to join the Patreon so you can see. Did it hurt?
This is about Jim Jones, cult leader Jim Jones.
Oh.
What cult leader Jim Jones used to do was fake attempts on his own life so that way his cult would worship him harder.
Now, stop me if this ever sounds familiar, okay?
Whenever his authority was questioned or non-believers tried to expose him, Jones would stage a crisis to distract his group and reinforce his us versus them talking points. He manufactured and manipulated his followers to have a fear of people outside of the group, which forced his followers to rely entirely on Jones for safety and guidance. He also created a constant state of crisis, which convinced his followers that the outside world was evil, dangerous, and actively out to destroy them, when in reality, the outside world was trying to help them, make their lives better, and actually save their lives.
That does sound really familiar.
Vaguely familiar, right? All right. Well,
Except for the Guyana part.
Except for Guyana, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really, really familiar.
Guyana. Let's get into our.
Isn't that something?
Let's talk about Israel and Iran. And breaking news! I just saw this. This just got this email. According to the New York Times, Iran targets neighbors in U.S. as okay. I can read. Ready? Iran targets neighbors as U.S. condemns aggressive strikes. Missiles and strikes aimed at Bahrain and Kuwait were shot down or failed, the U.S. military said. So, oops. Sounds like the ceasefire is going well. Do you have? Can you open up a tab to check in on the primaries that are going on?
California?
Not just California. There's a bunch. There's like 6 primaries that are going on.
Okay.
I don't know where you do for that, but let's talk about Iran though. But you laughed, you chuckled while we were like doing a little pre-show meeting. I was like, I don't know, man. We could just have like a loose conversation about Iran, and I think something about the word "loose" made you laugh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You said loose riff, and I thought that was those 2 words together just seemed
Yeah. I mean, I get it, sort of. I think that's a little childish of you, Alan. I can't believe you'd be this.
Oh, me childish on this show?
This immature.
He was.
Whoa, not that button.
What the fuck? You even.
None of those are the right sound.
Lighthearted, fancy-free.
That's close enough. Oh.
No.
No, Alan. No. Okay, so something it's become apparent to me.
It's on your radar.
OPEC is falling apart because of this war with Iran.
Yeah.
And as a consequence to OPEC falling apart, there will be less of a cartel controlling the oil market for the world.
The world. Yes.
And so as a consequence of that, it will be more likely, faster, easier, more painful at times. But the moving to like non-fossil fuels,
the transition to renewables will be facilitated more
because of the lack of OPEC's control over the oil markets and the oil price.
No, I think that's true. I mean, the problem is that China has been like all over green energy for the last,
Well, they have to because
decade.
they're looking at what's going on with the Strait, and they're like, okay, the Strait of Malacca would just be the exact same thing.
Right.
So like they've been anticipating that. People like me and you who listen to Peter Zion have known for the last decade plus that it's just a matter of
this is going to happen.
Yeah. And now we're seeing it in action in Iran. But like,
our country has transitioned away from green energy completely, right?
Yeah, which is hilarious because thank you, Donald Trump, for the green energy presidency. You're going to like his war with Iran is actually going to speed up us moving to renewables.
That's a very bizarre thing to say, but in a weird world, it kind of is what's happening.
Did you see, was Rubio in front of Congress today or was that yesterday?
I believe that was yesterday.
Okay.
I think.
Did you see when they were grilling him about what it would take to open up the Strait? And what, like, it was basically like, going back to the JCPOA. And they were like, okay, well, are you going to, in order to open up the Strait, is the U.S. going to have to remove sanctions on Iran?
Mm-hmm.
And his response was, the sanctions on Iran are predicated on their actions. Like they were sanctions applied by Congress due to Iran's actions, and their actions were about their nuclear stance. Therefore, we can't give sanctions relief for things that you can't relieve the sanctions for a reason that isn't the reason the sanction exists, right?
Yes.
You can't, because of the Strait of Hormuz, take off sanctions that were there because of nuclear war, nuclear threat, which I think is a very smart and logical thing to say in a world where rules applied. But we've lifted sanctions on Iran during this war.
We have.
So like, what are you fucking talking about? We've lifted sanctions on Russia during this war.
We also that.
Like this like the linear passage of time is not something that MAGA seems to have any concern with. And I'm over here like, factually, I can remember something from a week ago. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it is incredible. It is incredible. And at this point, it seems like it's just the Strait of Hormuz is all that matters. Like, the nuclear thing is a subtext for sure.
Because he's like backing off of it, right? He's like, oh, they got to give us their nuclear dust. And now he's like, Dustin. And now he's like, they can give their nuclear dustin to anybody.
Anybody can have it, yeah.
Anybody. North Korea.
Unspecified country, take dust. Yes.
Like, remember that time that Trump had us all convinced that he was seriously considering blowing up most of Iran and committing war crimes?
Yep, yes. Civilization ending, I believe, was how he
And then we
described
had like 2 months now of relative peace of like, because you would think if you're going to blow up a whole country and commit war crimes, you had no other choice, right?
Right. That would
but
be.
But then counterfactually, to have the example we've had of the last 2 months, it's like, whoa. I mean, we knew he was crazy at the time, but like just living in the last 2 months and realizing that this could be the time post him flattening Iran and killing a bunch of innocent civilians, like more than he already has, more than schoolgirls. But like that, I know this sounds more profound in my head that it's coming out across. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that you had to do that, and we've had relative peace for 2 months.
Right. You can't say that we're at the brink and we're going to have to turn this country into glass, and then also 2 months later not having done that and everything pretty much being okay.
Short of the fertilizer crisis, the oil not being shipped out, all of that, yeah.
That any of that was necessary at all, because it wasn't, and we all know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can do these words. A lot of people think that he didn't invade in the last like 30 days or so because of the Hajj. You know, the whole
the holy month
visit to the pilgrimage to Mecca.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you buy that? I don't really trust. I don't really see him as being like. I mean, maybe for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I don't.
That's where they go. Is Saudi Arabia?
It
where
is.
Where there's 3 Hardys within walking distance. Remember, I looked this up.
I don't think that he strikes me as somebody who's very respectful of others' religious beliefs. No, that doesn't.
Yeah, and like he didn't start firing the next day too. So
right.
Although we'll see after what happens by the time this is coming out. Whatever we just heard about. All right. And speaking of like the ceasefire and whether it's working or not, there was over the weekend there was a whole exchange of stuff, right? And including the Iran said they shot down a Hellfire or not a Hellfire,
a drone.
A drone. They said it was a Reaper.
A Reaper.
Yeah,
drone.
they said it was a Reaper drone. And they retired, the U.S. retired the Reaper drone, like, I don't know, 2020, 2019.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So Iran's been accurate about, like, they've said when they've shot down an MQ-9, like, they've been specific. For them to say there was a Reaper, I mean, maybe it wasn't an American Reaper. Maybe somebody else has one. Maybe, like, UAE has one. I didn't think about that.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Or we had some on mothballs and we're like,
maybe we brought them back out because this is going so fucking well, right?
We're out of Patriots. Let's use Reapers instead.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so there was another story about a cargo ship.
No cargo space.
No cargo ship. No cargo space. Cargo ship.
Right.
So there's a cargo ship that got attacked by the U.S., right? Like the U.S. struck a cargo ship.
Yeah.
Can you talk about this? I feel like I'm like I said, this is a very loose riff.
So it was a Gambian flagged cargo ship. It was in the Gulf of Oman, and we hit it with a Hellfire.
Was it called the Leela Star? I read that's a porn star name. Like
that totally
I'm pretty sure it was called the Leela Star. Like I kept hearing about it in the news. I literally only wanted to talk about this news story because I was like, I'm pretty sure
name.
I'm pretty sure that's a porn. I really.
They said that they kept trying to say that to tell it to stop and that it was going to.
This is the U.S. The U.S. says that we are doing our block. This is not Iran's blockade. This is our blockade.
We have our own blockade.
Okay.
And they're like, you're violating our blockade. Stop, or we're going to fire.
Stop,
and they
or
say
my mom will shoot.
Yeah, they said they told the ship like 20 times or something that they were going to do that, and it didn't respond. So they
I didn't hear any
it.
more about it. It was a precision strike. They shot it in the foot.
In the foot.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any more about it either.
So it didn't sink?
I don't think it sank. I don't think that one did. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it got escorted somewhere, but yeah.
Fix their propeller or something.
Something like that.
Speaking of things that were shot down, I don't know that I believe this story, but it is worth talking about. So, did you see this coming out today? That the pilot of the F-15 that was shot down, that had the whole heroic rescue mission.
Oh, the Easter rescue pilot,
where we lost all that other equipment to save this person, and it totally wasn't an attempt to get the nuclear dust out under that cover. So they say that the F-15 pilot that rescue operation was for was one of the F-15 pilots that was shot down like 5 weeks prior on the opening invasion date.
Jesus.
Do you remember when that Kuwaiti pilot shot down 3 American F-15s?
Yeah, friendly fire. I do remember this. Yes.
Nobody fucking talks about that. On the opening of this war, we killed 180 schoolgirls and lost 3 planes to our own side. Like,
you know what?
What a fuck up. Like, what an absolute... And they're like, well, we decimated them. It's like, yeah. Talk to your mans over here. Like, could you, like, just, like, not lose 3 fucking, expensive aircrafts? I know it's an F-15 and they're old, but can we not lose expensive hardware for nothing? What do we have to gain? Like, what if those were just the stats? Over what? And there's a lot more than that.
Yeah, but what about all the stuff we lost in Afghanistan when we withdrew under Biden?
Oh, thanks,
right?
Joe Biden.
Like no, this whole thing has been such an unmitigated disaster. I think it's hard to even keep all of the disasters in your mind at the same time, right? Like it's just it's fucking
going back to that pilot. I don't think it's the same. I don't think like that seems like such a fast turnaround, like on multiple fronts. Like there's no way, like that can't be an experience that you just jump back in the plane from. Like,
oh yeah, you got to see counselors. You got to.
I would think.
Yeah,
plus,
PTSD therapy, the whole thing, probably.
Maybe,
right.
They were.
You got to get that person to clear you who's never likes you. You know the internal affairs person that doesn't.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, it's along the lines of what you're saying. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure when you lose a really expensive piece of hardware, they're like, maybe we don't put you back in there. We have other pilots. Like,
maybe you fly the Cessnas for a while. How about that? Yeah.
Although this is that backseater, so maybe they're like,
oh,
you can still hold the maps. I know that's not what they do. I know that's not
Goose. It was Goose.
I can hear Jeff typing. All right. I guess that's all I have on Iran. Can we talk about Israel though?
Yes, they're kind of connected, as it turns out.
That it is. It turns out there's a whole linchpin here with Israel, and so this was the big news coming out from on Monday. This story leaked to Axios, and for some reason we got to watch this Fox News douchebag report it. This guy looks like he's Bibi's son.
Reports indicate there was a tense call yesterday between...
Doesn't he look like Bibi Netanyahu's son?
Oh, it could be. I could see it. I can see it. Yeah.
Reports indicate there was a tense call yesterday between President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
There, I fixed it.
Axios reports, according to a U.S. official, that President Trump said to Netanyahu, "You're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your A." Everybody.
Hey, I'm saving your A. All right.
He said fucking, right?
You did, but couldn't say ass.
Hold on.
It's official that President Trump said to Netanyahu, "You're effing crazy." Netanyahu,
effing.
"You're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your A." Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this, according to this U.S. official. Axios goes on to say that a second source briefed on the call said Trump was pissed and at one point yelled at Netanyahu, "What the F are you doing?" Now, a Channel 12 reporter in Israel disputed that account from Axios, saying the call was tense, but that President Trump didn't talk about the possibility of jail for Netanyahu or the broader implications of the operation. And so some mixed reporting here, but we do know that coordination continues on a military level between the United States and Israel amid rising tension across the region.
So a little bit more about that. So Trump, after that call, but before this leaked, right? Before this part of the story leaked, but after that call, Trump was like, we had a very productive call with Bibi. Bibi promised me that they weren't going to send troops into Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. Notable point there, if I can have a second diversion to my diversion. Nobody was talking about sending troops into Beirut. It was about airstrikes.
Right.
So Trump's like, Bibi told me they weren't going to send troops. It's like, you fucking goddamn it. Like, who talked to you before you got on that call? And then Bibi was like, Bibi's version was like, oh, you know, Trump didn't tell me not to do it, but I decided. And it also, if I decide that we need to, then we'll need to. And, you know, so he kind of they both got to sort of save face, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, so what was described by him that happened in that phone call?
By Trump?
What was the reporter
by
here
the
from
reporter?
Axios? Yeah. What was described by him that happened in that phone call where he said, "What the fuck are you doing? I saved your fucking ass. You'd be in jail if it weren't for me." All of those things would be like, if you heard that about any other president, you'd be like, that probably, maybe Lyndon Johnson, maybe, but like probably most presidents, like you would be like, I don't know. But when it's Trump, you're like, yeah, I'm sure he said that.
Oh,
he 100% said that.
It's believable.
Like, there's no doubt.
Yeah. He's sundowning. He gets a little angry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, my theory on this is I think Trump's setting up distance. So he can't, this war is not winnable. Right? So when faced with the reality of the situation, I think that he sees the ability, look, name the person who's ever been close to Donald Trump that he doesn't end up rolling over on and making the scapegoat. Bibi Netanyahu is literally the scapegoat in this scenario. It's not a hop. It's not even a hop, skip, and a jump to say we're here because of the persuasion that Bibi had in the Mar-a-Lago situation room, right? Like,
I mean, ask Mike Pence. I think you get like that's Exhibit A to the way Trump operates in these situations, and he will cut bait when.
So I think that he's not doing it yet, but I think that I don't. So there were Trump insiders that were saying whoever leaked this, needs to suffer. But I didn't see Trump saying anything about this being leaked. Now maybe I missed it, but I think that to me that tells me that Trump probably leaked this out, or he wanted someone in the White House to have this leak out.
I didn't.
And it's his way of distancing himself from Netanyahu, so he can make Netanyahu the patsy, and then just walk away from this and be like, "Look, we followed them into this war. We shouldn't have been here. Israel can deal with the consequences." And I don't know. I do not think that'll work, and I really don't think he'll go so far as to do that. But I think that he wants to do that.
Well, I mean, it would be entirely counter the narrative he's already tried to sell us, wherein he said it wasn't.
He changes narrative. He changes narrative all the time.
I know.
He used to say that he was against pedophilia.
Sure. I'm just saying that if he tries to sell that to the American public, it would be very easy to say, look, you said the opposite 2 months ago. You said you were the driving force behind this attack, but not Israel.
Okay, we could split the Bibi. We could split the Bibi here.
Yeah.
And he can say he can turn his back on Bibi and say I still support Israel 100%, and still make Bibi the scapegoat. Bibi's got enough of his own baggage.
I think so. I think that he could say what Bibi is doing in Lebanon is not helpful for the negotiations we're trying to have in Iran.
I came in here because our goal was this. He obviously wants to conquer Lebanon, make it northern Israel, as Alan keeps calling it. And then he say the people of Israel want to have a buffer from Syria and get rid of Lebanon, and get rid of Hezbollah and all that. But Bibi, he could totally turn his back on Bibi. Don't you feel like they have compromised on him?
Oh, they get 100%.
So that's why so that's not Bibi though. That's Mossad.
Mm-hmm. Which means that Bibi.
We're getting way in the fucking weeds here. This is all speculative, but
it is.
I don't know. Trump is moral quicksand, right? And Bibi gets to find out what it's like to get this close to him and this involved. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that Bibi knows the snake he's playing with, and so he's got to. He's got to expect to get bit sooner or later. So whatever.
You knew damn well I was a snake.
Yeah. So whatever contingency plans he has back there, who knows? But I could see that.
I'm sure he has some. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I know I had another thought about that, but then I forgot, and I scrolled around on the page, so I don't even remember what I was talking about. He said he was talking to Hezbollah in that whole exchange. Like, I think it was in the same tweet where he said everything that Bibi is going to do for him. He also was like, and I've also talked to very high-leveled people in Hezbollah.
There's no fucking way.
What? No, he hasn't, Alan. This is who he's been talking to. He's been talking to Bari, the Lebanon speaker of their parliament, right? So that person that I think it's Barry,
mm-hmm.
the person he's been talking in the Lebanese parliament, his party is affiliated with Hezbollah. So Trump thinks he's been talking to Hezbollah. No, it's not the same.
Which is why we said when they announced the ceasefire with the Lebanese government, that doesn't mean anything because Hezbollah is not involved in that at all.
Yeah. Israel is storming the castle. Good luck storming the castle. People were like, it's a Middle Eastern. It is a Middle Eastern castle. It's also a medieval. It's a medieval. Castle. And notably, Israel had this castle from like 1982 to 2006, something like that. And I feel like it's just one of those things where like Israel, again, going back to Bibi, I think he wants to be able to tell the Israelis, look, I got the castle. Like, here's something. Shut up. Like, I'm doing things. Because people are not happy with how he's conducting this either. He's still more popular with Iran in Israel, but so that same day, so what, yesterday, where Trump says that Bibi agrees not to invade
the phone call,
and all of that. Yeah, Israel bombed southern Lebanon.
Of course. That's what they do. That's what they always do.
There's a day that ended in Y. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Trump just wants a deal in Iran, and Israel's fucking it up. So Trump just keeps trying to like find a way to make it work. And going back to Iran, he's like, fine, just all I want is no nukes. That's all I want. But don't you remember when this war started? He was like, there's no objective except there's 3 objectives. There's no nukes. The people of Iran need to have a regime change. And I don't remember the third one, but it was something Bibi told me. Like, do you remember when he like couldn't tell us why we're doing this? For days. We came on the podcast on a Tuesday. We're like, we invaded on Saturday. Still haven't heard why we did this. We've heard a bunch of stuff, but we haven't been told this is why we're doing it. We did a whole show about this is what they should be saying to try to sell it to us. But he wasn't doing any of that. And then now he's like, I'm clearly doing this for the nukes. And also, I need you to open the Strait of Hormuz. Like, it is so fucking moronic that we're stuck in a position like this.
He had Truth Social posts wherein he contradicted himself.
Truth
on what
like in
the point,
in the same post.
In the same post
yes,
on what the point
linear
of the war
passage
was.
Of time.
Yes.
Sound like Kamala Harris.
Don't fall far from the coconut tree.
That's not the phrase. And also, like, if stopping Iran from having nukes is everything, this whole war is so that we don't let Iran have nukes. How come we're not still talking about North Korea having nukes? Because I remember 2017 really well still. I know it was 9 years ago, but it was Fire and Fury and Rocket Man and Dennis Rodman. And it was all the most important thing in the world because they have nukes. And they had nukes before that, and they have nukes after that, and nothing changed. But now we just don't care anymore, and we care about these ones over here.
Also, I remember when we had an agreement about Iran's nukes. It was the JCPOA. And Trump took us out of that. And the best he's going to get is going to not be as good as the JCPOA. That's just reality. I remember when the Strait of Hormuz wasn't even on the table. And now it is. So, yeah, good times.
Well, you know what we're not doing?
What?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
That's... You mean the New York financier?
The New York financier, Jeffrey Epstein, yes.
Yeah. Are you a stupid person? You're a stupid person.
I like that one. All right. I don't know. Do you have anything more about Israel and Iran, or you want to move on?
Well, the only thing I would say is that the reporting I've seen today is that Iran has essentially walked away from the table and said, look, if you're going to
Trump came out today. He was like, that reporting's all wrong. We were talking. I swear to God, he said this. Okay, listen to me. He said, we were talking today. We were talking yesterday. We were talking the day before that, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and 5 days ago. He said that. He said that, Alec.
I'm sure he did.
He counted to 5.
But Iran is saying that, like, we're walking away. There are no negotiations happening anymore. And
60 Minutes fired Scott Pelley after being a cunt at Barry Weiss.
And the Strait of Hormuz is closed. And so that's what we have.
Is the Dow Jones over 50,000 though, Alan?
I don't think so. I will check.
It is.
Is it?
I don't know why we're even talking about this.
Oh, I don't know why we would be.
You know what we can talk about? Since the Dow Jones is over 50,000, we can talk about Republicans.
It's 51,307.
See? Why are we even talking
about this?
Why
are we talking about this, Dustin?
Okay, then let's talk about Graham Plattner.
Okay.
All right, I want to do a best of the left. We moved the best of the left up to the top half of the show.
Okay.
So, Graham Plattner, tell America who he is. And I'm going to set up this little thing I want to do to talk about him.
He is running. Where is he running at? Maine. Yeah, he's running in Maine for Senate. And Fetterman.
He's a populist. He's a populist, a left-wing populist. I would describe him as.
Fetterman, the MAGA senator from Pennsylvania, kind of went pretty hard after him today, I believe.
Well,
he has a questionable tattoo for sure.
So the tattoo's not new, and he's
No.
answered the stuff about the tattoo. I actually would encourage any listeners to go listen to the interview he did with NPR. They came out yesterday morning or Sunday.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
It's really good. Like, I don't know that I'd vote for him, but I think if I had to choose between voting for him and having more Susan Collins, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't like his tattoos. He cheated on his wife. Like, his wife's talking about, like, him and his wife are dealing with that. And I think that it's shitty, and I don't like that kind of character. Giving me a binary choice between him and Susan Collins, I'm not going to vote for Susan Collins. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't like a lot of the way he talks about.
Do you not like his kick handle, Dustin? P Hustle 331.
Is that
Do you
the
not
picture
like
of
that
him
one?
wearing a towel?
That is, yes,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
picture of him wearing a towel. P Hustle.
Who goes on Kick?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in like 2010, I can remember people going on Kick.
Apparently, he was also on Reddit and Instagram, but he deleted those accounts, and you can't find them anymore. But it's a good handle, you know. P Hustle.
Was it P Hustle?
Yeah, P Hustle 331 or something like that.
What's his name? Oh, Plattner. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Pussy that he was.
Oh, I get it. So
Yeah.
the thing. So the big scandal.
The sexting.
What? So the new big scandal is sexting.
Yeah.
The scandal before that is the tattoo, and I think the tattoo. Okay, so here's the deal. He has explained it, and I'm not going to explain it for him. I have a tattoo that if I ever ran for office, people would make a big deal out of. And you know, here's what the tattoo looks like. I'll share it here on the screen. Okay.
Not your tattoo, his tattoo.
No, his. Yeah. I mean, sure. I've had mine out. It was on the last show. It's a German eagle. Like, and now it's the modern soccer team's eagle. And it's only the modern soccer team's eagle, but it has something distinctly German to it. So I don't know. But like, so this, so he says that he's seen other military groups, even like the French Foreign Legion with this tattoo, which you'd think the French wouldn't exactly be sporting Nazi tattoos.
You would think not, yeah.
Yeah. So I can actually, I have sympathy for someone saying like, look, I didn't know that's what that was. When I found out what it was, I got it covered. And he's explained himself to the people of Maine about it. They don't seem to care. He won his, he ended up at this point in the race by being popular. And the tattoo was known for it. This has become national news because Republicans want to share it because they want to keep their Susan Collins, right?
Yeah. It's been known for a long time.
Right. Okay. Do you want to see what he covered the tattoo with?
Is it a rose? Is it?
No, everybody
I
does a
love you,
rose.
Mom.
No, it's like a little wolf, like and like a circle. So do you see it on the screen there?
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's zoom out. Can you believe that they're going to try to call this guy a Nazi, Alan? All right. Anyway, we'll do a little bit more. Thank you, Mima, for the idea of this skit. This is a visual medium. You can join the Patreon to really get the joke. You know what? I'll make a clip out of this. Stay tuned on the Instagram for this joke. Thank you, Mima, for the idea of that joke, though. That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Was it well executed?
Yes. That was very well done.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll talk about MAGA more on the second half. But speaking of going, let's go to half here. I have a question to take us to half. Did you know that there is a movement called Make New York Great Again?
No.
So what does MAGA stand for? How do you pronounce Make America Great Again?
MAGA.
How would you pronounce Make New York Great Again? That was the chair.
Oh, Mini.
Whoa, Alan, no. Whoa, you were about to do it. Don't do that. Oh, God. Oh.
I see what you did there.
This is the B-side of our platter, sports fans. And I'm singing just for you, covered in sequins.
In the canyons of your mind, I will wander through your brain, to the ventricles of your heart, my dear. I'm in love with you again. Cross the mountains of your chest. I will stick a Union Jack to the forest of your cheek. Through the holes in your string bag.
I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe you left that picture up for the whole half.
Damn it. I opened up this tab and I didn't put this was supposed to be. Imagine people watching this in public. That's not going to help the campaign.
Oh, jeez.
It's a funny picture. Fuck. I got another question for you coming back.
Oh, okay.
This one's going to hit you in the feels.
Oh, all right.
You like the movie The Sandlot, right?
Of course.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw it?
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that to me. How old were you when you realized that James Earl Jones' character in The Sandlot chose to move into a house next to that baseball field because he lost his vision? So he bought the house so he could still hear the game.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Today years old, actually.
Yeah. And
Jesus.
you need a minute? Fuck, man. Like, when I heard that, I about got leveled. I was just like, oh.
God damn it.
I am raised on Amblin Entertainment, okay? Like,
yeah,
shit
of
like
course.
that will hurt me. Like,
fuck.
Like, real millennials get it. Like,
okay. Shit.
It's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
Sorry about that.
No. Damn. It's so obvious when you retrospectively.
Just sitting down on that porch with that big old dog.
God damn.
The way all the kids disappear. Remember how they never, when any of the kids grew up or moved away, they never replaced them.
Yeah, they just.
Then they just Back to the Future off of the diamond.
Fuck.
All right. Go back to talking about the fucking news or something?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Get me verklempt over here and then
I
try
know,
to talk
it
about
works,
news.
though. Well,
Jesus.
we'll start with Twitter. We'll talk about a little bit
Twitter?
about X. Sorry,
The
X.
best way to unverklempt yourself is
Yeah.
Twitter. Okay.
So I want to ask you, so like I unplug over the weekend. And I know you have a very healthy social media habit.
I do.
But I feel like even when I unplug, I still somehow find out about Trump, like, going on.
It gets into your
tear.
ecosystem somewhere.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know what? You're just trying to, go to the lake, and somehow you find out that somebody ends up texting you, being like, "Dude, the president is going insane right now." Apparently, he had one of those weekends. Did you know this?
I didn't know this.
See, I didn't know about this until one of my podcasts made me know about it, and that wasn't until this morning. I didn't even know about it yesterday. So Trump tweeted over 50 times on Saturday.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, he had a bad Friday, which we're gonna get to next. We're going to go back in time. But first, we're going to talk about his Saturday. But first. So he was trying to control the narrative, right? He had a bad Friday with the courts. And on Saturday, he woke up fucking angry, ornery. Alligator so ornery. And like we know that how he does this to try to control the narrative, right? He was posting like AI slop memes of him and like, I think it was like George Washington subservient to him or something, and like a bald eagle and a bunch of dumb shit. Like
it's like Gish galloping on Twitter.
But he makes these so that he can get people outraged, right? And he knows that, right? That's literally always been his strategy, is to like, but this time nobody cared, right? We're all like, yeah, I can't afford gas right now. I'm trying to enjoy my summer. I don't fucking care. I don't have time to give a shit about you complaining about reflecting pools and ballroom and like I said, we'll get to more of that. But and your big party, your scam on America's birthday that's coming up. We'll talk about that in a second too. But Yeah, he was trying to steer things back to the culture wars, right? Like he's losing the real war in Iran, but he thinks he does great in the culture war, except for that big one about.
I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Yeah, maybe not that culture war, but any other culture war he dominates in, you know? So he's trying to get it back to something he can win. Plus, he plays better from behind. There was that quote of him last week where he's like, I don't care about the midterms. And he doesn't. He'd actually, he did better. Well, like I know when he won the election in 2024, he went on a tear of executive orders because he has the power, right? But immediately all that stuff sort of fizzled out, and now he's stuck fighting over it, and he doesn't do well being the big guy in charge, being emasculated by the courts. So he'd rather not be able to do that and complain about the Democrats and the woke and the DEI and the courts. You know, he needs an opponent. He needs to play from behind. He's way better at it. He doesn't care about winning the midterms. I believe him. He wants to lose the Senate. He wants to lose one of them, but not both, right?
Right.
Wants is too strong of a word, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah, he's fine with it as a strategy if he
He
has
needs
one.
to. He's better at that. He wants a culture war. And right now he's winning so much, he's tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, 50 tweets in one day, that's the boy who cried wolf like way too many times, right? But to your point, like as the authoritarian dictator he imagines himself to be, you have to have the boogeyman.
Right.
And so that's...
And instead he's stuck with fighting with his own party. So one of
Which
those
doesn't-
things
that doesn't play.
He posted a thing with him going rhino hunting, Alan, get it?
I do get it. Yes.
Hunting Republicans in names only.
In name only, yeah.
Have you heard about YOLO Republicans?
No.
Have you heard about the YOLO caucus?
No. What is a YOLO?
So they're all the MAGA Republicans that weren't MAGA enough and have gotten primaried by Trump. So the Cornyn's, the Hornin for Cornyn's, the Bill Cassidy, the Masseys, the Marjorie Taylors. Not Marjorie, she's not there anymore, right?
She retired, yeah.
Who's the guy in North Carolina?
Oh.
Tillis. Tom Tillis.
Tom Tillis, yeah.
They're all like, hey, we don't have anybody stopping us from just being a Republican again. We don't have to try to be ultra MAGA. And so they're calling it YOLO, because they got nothing to lose.
Because they got nothing to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, I wish you could have
It's
had
nice
a
to see
fucking
it.
spine and done it before this. That would have been great.
I have a note, and you can tell me if this is at all relevant. Are you familiar with the book Profiles in Courage?
Kennedy, yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's only 272 pages long, and there's a reason for that. It is a rare thing to actually be a profile in courage, as is exemplified by the now YOLO Republicans. Is this joke landing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you're saying it's rare in politics to actually show courage.
Write a book about the people that do this before they actually lose their political power and ability to actually be. So let's talk about Trump's Bad Friday. So this is what led to his weekend meltdown. Going into the weekend, he got bad news about his concert series that he wanted to have for the 250th. And before we get into that, I have to say there is the Freedom 250 and the America 250. We have talked about this before.
Yes.
And we should talk about it every fucking day. But as we get closer to the 4th of July and this being more relevant, let's remind everybody. So Freedom 250 is a scam perpetrated by the MAGA grifters, and America 250 is real, and it was created in 2016, giving them a decade to prepare for America's 250th anniversary.
Yes.
Neither of those are to be confused with a Yamaha. Damn it. Can I do that again?
Sure.
Neither of those are to be confused with a Yamaha 250.
Which is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I prefer a 125. I feel like it's the perfect power to weight ratio.
125 is better.
125 is so much. It's like a BMX bike, but you don't have to pedal.
Yes.
Like, oh, I love a 125.
They're comfortable. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So on Friday, 5 of the 9 performers for the fake 250th anniversary.
Right.
Well, I gotta express this. So fucking Vanilli from Milli Vanilli, because Millie died. I know they didn't have names, but one of the Milli Vanillis is dead. And one of them got invited to this and said yes. A few other singers, including Martina McBride. Alan, do you know what if you know one Martina McBride song? Do you know what it is?
I do not know any Martina McBride songs. I'll be honest with
It's
you.
that "Let Freedom Ring."
Oh, okay,
Let
okay.
the white dove sing.
That was like a Bush era.
It reminds you of the Bush era because it got played by like Rush Limbaugh and all those types of people because they're like, this is about because she says it'll be a day of reckoning, and it's called Independence Day. Do you know what that song's about?
No, what's it about?
Do you think they hired her because they misunderstood the lyrics? Alan, do you want to bet whether they hired her because they understood or misunderstood the lyrics to that song?
If we're on Kalshi, I'm betting they misunderstood.
Yes.
the lyrics.
That is a domestic violence song. That's a song about a father who beats the daughter, and the mom stands up for it by burning down the house.
Okay. That checks out. Yeah,
Never once. Born in the USA. That ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. Like, just never once. Just never once. Never look at the lyrics.
No.
Just play it in the campaign videos. Yeah. Sells blue jeans, Alan. Anyways,
things.
so Martina McBride, one of the Vanillis dropped out. A bunch of other people all dropped out, culminating on Friday. But this is what's really important. Those people all got scammed. They got an invitation to America 250, and if you're like me and most people, I had to check to see which one was the fake one before I said those words out loud.
Of course.
So they got an invitation from the fucking government. It is the Trump administration. They're like, holy shit, I'm being invited to this very prestigious. No, you're the meat in his flim flam sandwich. Like they pulled out. Not Trump said they were getting the yips and they didn't want to be a part of anything with MAGA. No, they canceled because they found out that they were getting like used for a political stunt.
They're getting scammed. Yeah.
They pulled out because they weren't even going to the real one. It became apparent that they got invited to the wrong one. Like they thought they were going to the real one. There is a real one. There's a real one.
There is a real one.
This one.
Not this one.
They're not even. All they paid them was travel and per diem.
Well, it's America's birthday. You do that pro bono. I kept wondering why I was singing Vanilla Ice on CNN.
Oh, that was one of the other people that canceled.
No, he said he was going to go.
Oh, he's one of the ones that stayed in. Vanilla Ice is very MAGA. Yeah, very MAGA.
He also said he's never voted in his life and that he would perform in Iran or for Vladimir Putin if
He said
asked.
that now? He said that this way?
Yeah, he said that yesterday. Yes.
I know he put Trump over before the election because I remember that.
I remember that too. Yeah.
That's so funny. I've never voted. Okay. All right. Good. Well, keep talking about politics, buddy. Keep sharing your opinion. I love that he used the yips scenario too.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a golfer term. You know, it's his thing.
Yeah. So then Trump was like, if people don't want to be a part of my show, I'll just give America a real show. And I'm going to give them one of my famous rallies, a wowie.
A wowie.
He said so. He said he's going to do a wowie.
Oh.
So now everybody canceled, and he's like, well, I got to fill the time. I would just move someone from the Kennedy Center over, but I already canceled that. How long do you think this rally is going to be? Over or under? I think I picked a good number. Give me an over or under. How long do you think this rally goes? An hour and 15 minutes, over or under?
Oh, that's over. 100% over.
You think it goes over for sure?
Oh, I think it's a solid 2.5, maybe.
Oh, 2.5's insane. I think 1.5's pretty good. I think 2.5's crazy.
Yeah, but he's crazy. So,
dude, he's going to start this in the afternoon. He's going to be sundowning by the time he finishes that. That's not like...
How long was the State of the Union? Wasn't it like the longest ever?
Yeah, it was the longest ever. Yeah, I figured it'll be like an hour and a half, like something like that.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. They'll give him a B12 shot. That'll be good. Speaking of like things for this America's birthday, under the scam 250.
Yes.
The America 250. They had an event on the mall in May.
Okay. Last month. Okay.
Yeah. And Trump's goons had a bunch of generators there that leaked like hundreds of gallons of fuel into the mall, and it seeped into the cisterns.
Jesus.
Do you think RFK? You think RFK? Now, you think RFK'd be pissed about that, right, Nature Boy?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you think he's more pissed about it happening or more pissed he can't swim in it like Rock Creek Park?
Or
because that was
or that it didn't kill any bears that he could steal.
Discombobulate. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I want to swim in it in my jeans. That's not how he talks. I can't do an impression.
That still makes me laugh.
Me and Kid Rock can sit in the jacuzzi. They got that UFC planned for So is that for the 4th or the 14th? Because isn't Trump's birthday right around then?
You know what? I don't know. I thought it was the 4th.
Yeah, 14th. So
Okay.
I think that's the day that they're doing it. Regardless, sometime in the middle of June, they're going to have an outdoor man wrestling contest.
It is the 14th.
Okay, Alan, it's going to be at night, right? Like it's going to be evening.
Yeah, you can't have
okay.
UFC during the day.
How familiar are you with Washington, D.C. weather in July in the evening?
Not familiar at all.
Okay, would you be surprised if they had thunderstorms?
No, I would
like
not.
it's a very common thing that you have
I would believe
afternoon,
it.
evening showers. Like
Uh-huh.
it's famously muggy. Like, and now look at that stage and tell me what they have prepared to prevent like water. Like nothing. This man has a water problem. This is one of the wettest storms we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Standpoint of water.
You remember this?
Yeah, I do remember this. So wait, but maybe he just wants to watch sweaty men,
wet naked men.
Yeah, roll around on the mat.
Well, that is funny. Do you see that the military is staffing the front row seats there, and they have a guideline like that any of the men that they're giving the invitation to have to be a certain height and weight.
Oh, a certain jawline too, probably.
Probably. Like, have you heard this or not? I'm not.
No,
is this
I haven't
the first
heard
time you
this.
Yeah, this is a real
No.
story. So yeah, the military is the Pentagon is like sending invitations out, but you have to fit a certain profile to be there because he has to have his handsome men there. He can't. You know,
He loves his handsome men.
he loves his handsome men.
Didn't we have a video about that last week? I think
Like Arnold Palmer. Arnold.
this
Palmer.
massive hog. Mhm.
Yeah.
Come on. They came one right after another. They don't want to come at the same time. Let's
No.
go. Come on. Get in. They came in so fast and so hard.
No. Cannot do that, Donald.
It's no fun if everybody comes at the same time. I mean,
This looks small, but in person it's very big.
Mr. Takapenis.
You don't, I'll bet you do.
I don't know what that one was. Okay, I got to do this one.
Pwa.
There we go. Okay, I'm done. I'm not done.
Pwa.
Okay, now I'm done. I'm done.
so you didn't come at the same time. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about his slush fund and other?
Sure.
videos? So, most people who are listening to this probably know already that the. Well, so what direction is this going? Did the court tell him he can't do his slush fund? The DOJ backed away from doing it, right? My understanding is so there was a White House statement. No, first there was insiders familiar within the White House telling the New York Times and other places that Trump's considering backing away from it.
Yes.
But this story's developed. It's become clear that the DOJ told the White House, we're not going to do this. This is bullshit. Like, this won't fly. We're not going to be able to pull this off. You need to back away. And that's the order of things. But there was other stuff. Like, one judge said no to it. Another one said, actually, nobody made a settlement. We can elaborate on that. But, and then Trump, because if you remember, Trump withdrew the case because the court was asking too many questions about the actual case itself. And he's like, look, if we answer this on the record, this actually looks worse. Therefore, I've announced with myself that I've settled with myself over my case against myself. And my personal lawyer is going to give me, not me, because that was the point. His lawyers were like, look, we can't. So the same lawyers that are the DOJ, right?
Yes.
Said, we can't just give you $10 billion as a settlement. Like, there's bad optics. We can't even do that. But what we can do is make you happy by saying that there'll be a settlement. We're going to give you $2 billion to give to your supporters. And, also, you've got immunity. You and your son's got immunity for every prior crime that you've ever done that can be taken to court. And on Monday, he's been backing off from that. But
well,
like
I think
said,
so. the judge was like, as you said, starting to ask questions and saying like, look, who's the adversary in this case? Like, you can't sue yourself.
Right.
And so that's when it seems like internally we think the DOJ was like, look, we got to pull back here. We can't push forward this case.
Best I can do is lifetime immunity and $2 billion.
Right. And then a bunch of amicus briefs were filed to this judge saying, hey, don't close this case. Like, reopen it.
So is that, so I feel like there's, okay. So there's challenges to this. That's a separate trial. Going back to this case and the amicus case, after the judge heard that, the judge made a statement saying, yeah, there appears to be grievous allegations. This is a quote, that the hasty deal was premised on deception. Trump is making a deal with himself. Nope, I'm reading other words. Okay, it was that first part. Grievous allegations that the hasty deal was premised on deception.
Yeah, so there is a rule about if the prosecutor tries to deceive the court, and so these amicus briefs which were filed, a cunning attempt to trick me, filed by former judges, etc. We're like, look, don't let this go. Like, you need to reopen this because we think that you have a good place to stand here, saying that the court they tried to deceive the court in doing this, bringing this case at all, and so now the judge is doing that.
So there's an immunity deal wrapped up in that.
Yes.
That doesn't seem like it should have been legal. There was a settlement that didn't exist.
Right.
And then there was a slush fund that can't be created and used.
Right.
And then that leads us to today, where this woman in the Senate with blue hair, she's not that blue. What's her name? She's a walking example of term limits, but she makes a good point, and she is grilling Blanche. You are in that chair, Blanche.
First document identified, which is the anti-weaponization fund. There's still a settlement agreement, and there's still the second document I signed is not an addendum; it's a separate Attorney General order.
Okay. So, but you're not going to rescind the addendum, the second order.
No,
the only thing you're talking about here, so the blanket immunity is not something that you're going to move back on?
It's not blanket immunity. That's not true.
It is.
No, it's not.
Read it.
I wish he wasn't such a cunt. I love Todd Blanche. His ability to just look straight into the camera and Chevy Chase.
Just lie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. United States releases, waives, acquits, and forever discharges each of the plaintiffs from and is hereby forever barred and precluded from prosecuting or pursuing any and all claims, counterclaims, causes of actions, appeals, requests for any reliefs. I mean, this is an order from you, but you're not prepared. You are prepared to say that the president and his family will be barred, are immune from. That's a yes.
No, it was not a yes. I had not answered the question. I can't answer if you want me to.
What are you doing with this?
Okay, so there was a settlement, which is one of the documents you showed. Okay. Right. Part of the settlement included the second order that you just held up. Right. And that is still, nothing has changed with that. What I said today, what I've said a couple times today, as what we talked about yesterday, is we're not moving forward with the anti-weaponization fund.
Okay. All right, this goes on for another minute, but can I recap this?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so she's sitting there asking what me and you are wondering, which is, okay, the settlement is immunity for life and $2 billion to give it out to your friends and family.
Right.
And Todd Blanche is like, we are not doing the money to the families because this settlement was wrong. And she goes, okay, so you're not going to do this part. He's like, I didn't say that. She's like, so you are going to do this. All I said was the thing we're not going to do is the money part. I didn't say we're going to still give him immunity for life. That was part of the settlement. But we've agreed the settlement was wrong and we are not going to do the money part. Oh, okay, so the settlement was wrong, so you're not going to give him immunity. I didn't say that. I said, oh.
It is Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man circular. He is very good at it though. He is very good at sitting in front of that camera and just completely blowing smoke up your ass. Like it's
just Fletch. Just
yes.
Dr. Rosen penis. Yeah.
100%.
So there is a case about this same issue.
The slush fund, yeah.
Yeah. So there was the case that Trump brought, right? Because initially what happened was a guy at the IRS leaked his tax information out. That guy got caught. He was sent to prison.
Prosecuted.
He's been released from. He's served his time because this happened a long time ago already. It was like 2019. He was caught. He served his time and he's been released. So the punishment's happened to him, but there's a civil penalty that is possible, and that's what Trump sued for, and that's what they made the settlement for, and that's what we just talked about. The judge saying, "Well, hold on, people are asking me to reconsider this. I don't think that this settlement was legitimate." Okay. In regards to the slush fund, I guess this case might be moot if they're not going to go forward with the slush fund. But there was a case being brought by a January 6th prosecutor, a guy that got fired for prosecuting January 6ers, someone who was protesting outside of an ICE facility, the entire city of New Haven, because they were called a sanctuary city. All of those people were considered victims of weaponization from Trump, but the funds are not allowed to go to people that are victims by a MAGA administration, by the designation of how the funds were supposed to work. And this violates the First Amendment and the Equal Protection Clause, right? So this was the first. Yes. I was very worked up to talk about this, and I'm realizing that I'm out of steam because it sounds like they're not going to go forward with this thing anymore. Therefore,
I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I think because they've withdrawn it. I think that judge can still try to do something with the case because she can reopen the case and try to...
The first one.
Yeah, the first
case,
one.
the initial case.
Yeah, yes, but this one I don't think...
Yeah. Because we got to get to the bottom of the immunity. Like, that's
the big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying this whole time, because there is no dollar amount. They said it was 1776 with the dollar amount. If you look and you read that, there's that slush fund. There is no hard and fast. This is the cap. There was no cap, Alan, as the kids say. So it was an unlimited slush fund. That's what a lot of people, like Bob Seska, does not stop talking about that part, and he's right to.
He's right.
But I think the important part was he sued the IRS over something that an employee did that got caught and punished and prosecuted for it, so that he could create a situation where he had leverage so that he can get the money and the immunity, drop the money, keep the immunity. That was it. He just made the immunity out of nowhere by doing something so outrageous, which was sue his own government as president.
Yeah, to recontextualize that, he sued a branch or a department of the government that is under the purview of the executive branch, which he is the head of, and then settled with that department, which he is also...
So that he can have immunity.
So that he can have immunity and maybe...
I'll drop it with the money. Okay, but...
Yeah, yes.
Can't stop the immunity. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Who has standing with the immunity? How can you challenge that? You have to go back and actually dismiss the entire case, which is what you're saying. Like, the entire case has no merit. That's how this gets dissolved, is you say you can't have any kind of a settlement because there's no, like with this case,
there's no adversary.
Yeah. Which is what was happening. Everything that you said about the logic of the case not making any sense was what was about to happen. And then Trump colluded with his lawyer, who's the head of the DOJ, the Trump family law firm, and said, okay, let's hurry up and make this settlement before the judge dismisses it.
Yes.
I've been wanting to say that just like that for so long. I feel like I don't even feel like I have to talk about this again anymore.
No, we're good.
Hopefully there's notes at some point. There was something else on this subject that and I guess this gets tossed out now too, right? So the Trump insisted on getting the funding for the slush fund approved by Congress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Congress wasn't having it. There's no point in talking about that. We're done. I think
we covered that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to talk about the Arc de Triomphe?
Sure.
So there was a lawsuit to block that because it's illegal use of taxpayer funds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have more about that? I don't know more about that.
I think they just said power of the purse. Like you couldn't. Congress had to authorize.
Right. Okay.
It. Yes.
Well, that seems like a pretty good.
That
case.
seems a solid argument.
Yeah. Now this has gone through planning, but it hasn't. They haven't broke ground or anything.
No,
right?
I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
They got to stop them. They're gonna fucking rush through it. My God, are we this close to the end of the show? It's only been an hour and a half.
Oh, be a tight one.
Whoa.
They don't want to come at the same time. They came one right after another.
Say it again.
Yeah, it's funner. It's more fun. Funner is not a word.
Say it's a tight one.
It's a tight one.
Let's go. Come on. Get in. Let's go. Pois. Pois.
Pois. Pois.
Pois.
Did you hear that word a lot in France? Pois.
No. Oh, God. Wait. Did I tell you I heard a guy laughing? Oh.
Did you really?
It was like amongst a bigger laugh in general, but there was a point where I was like, I just heard a in there.
That's not supposed to be real.
That's real. It's real. I've lost where I was. Oh, damn it. I was supposed to get this button ready. Not that one. No.
Nope.
No.
This was a particularly bad case of somebody being cut in half.
We haven't had to play that one for a while. That was rough. We had to play those.
Joe Biden.
Joe
I'm
Biden.
foot him. Foot.
Hey, Apple. Apple. Hey.
Where's the Culture Wars button, Alan?
Oh, it's probably on the Thrash page.
I don't have a Thrash page.
Oh,
I put it over here.
there it is.
It's another battle in the culture wars. Oh, not the culture wars. They're worried about a culture war. Culture wars. Stop with the culture wars.
So I have big news for you, Alan.
Oh, do tell.
We have an update on the White House media bias page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, what do you think it is? It's CNN. They reused that. It's CNN.
Let's see. It's not the DNC bomber anymore. It's not. It's probably. It's Vanilla Ice. It's got to be Vanilla Ice.
Nope.
Okay.
So it is, and I almost talked about this on the show, but it was a little too gossipy. So Dr. Jonathan Reiner joined Kate Bolduan on CNN's morning show, where they sowed doubt about his health, Trump's health. They just say, wait, hold on. His health. I just need to point this out. Like, this is the White House page.
Mm-hmm.
This is one sentence, and they don't say the president of the United States. They say his health.
Yeah, you just assume you're the main character, or that's
yeah.
That's how
The president has so the quote from Jonathan Reiner, which we'll come back to who he is in a second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The president has severe daytime somnolence. He falls asleep very often. He's fallen asleep in the Oval Office on multiple occasions with people talking to him in the cabinet room.
Right.
Jonathan Reiner. Well, let's get back to it because I think they're gonna slander him, Alan. Slander him. This is a blatant. This is now that was the offense. I can tell you the truth according to the White House.
Oh, okay.
This is a blatant lie founded upon cherry-picked screenshots of President Trump blinking or reading. I've seen videos.
I've seen videos too.
This next sentence is great. This moronic conspiracy theory comes from a, quote, medical expert, originated as a fringe talking point for chronically online leftists trying to save face after covering up Joe Biden's cognitive decline for 4 years. It doesn't help you to compare to Joe Biden in this.
Not at all.
Do you want to know who this, quote, medical expert is?
Yes, please.
He was Dick Cheney's doctor while he was vice president. But by all means, put it
not a physical therapist on TikTok.
No. Sounds like a real doctor to me.
He sounds like a real
kept that
doctor.
guy alive. He probably gave him a couple of his hearts, right?
Probably. God damn. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I haven't read any more on this. This is great. Oh, this is fantastic. Trump just completed his physical and received a clean bill of health from one of the nation's greatest doctors. One of their nation's greatest doctors. Their claims are demonstrably false. Demonstrably is the word?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like it should be demonstrably. Demonstrably? That feels wrong. Demonstrably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why not demonstrably? Demonstrate.
English is weird, man. I don't know.
That's true. Demonstrably. If I type in demonstrably, it changes it.
Yeah. It's going to autocorrect that.
Is it just because demonstrably is clumsy and demonstrably flows better.
I mean, I don't know why. It's just
But
that's
it's about
how
it can be demonstrated, right?
Yes.
Well, demonstratably.
Again, English is not a logical language by any means. You're trying to be logical here. That's not.
It's fair. Let's see, where was I? Their claims are demonstrably false and are a projection of their failure and shame.
Wow.
Key point: CNN performed a charlatan posing. Platform. CNN platformed a charlatan posing as a medical expert to promulgate lies about President Trump's health. You know what? I deserve this one. Let me just press this button here. I still need to make that one where he says, "Well, let's see."
Let's see. I thought Bobby Ferg did that.
I know. I just haven't put it in here.
This sounds like something that like a divorce lawyer would write.
It does,
right? Like this is
yeah. He probably knows a few.
He probably does.
Search the web for Dr. Jonathan Reiner, prominent cardiologist, author, and medical analyst based in Washington, D.C. He is best known as a longtime cardiologist for former Vice President Dick Cheney. I fucking nailed it.
No relation to Rob, I think.
May he rest in peace. Alan, come on. Too soon.
Yeah, I was just checking.
I don't know what to think. I mean, we're having a good time.
We're having a good time. We still can.
Not anymore.
Dead dog record?
Yeah. I don't know where that is. Don't make me do this. So all this talk about cognitive tests and, health makes me think of something else that happened this week. Big shout out to Bob Seska on this one. He is the only person I've heard highlight this. So there was, this is a 2-minute clip, a minute and a half clip. The first half of this is a reporter asking about Trump's cognitive tests and why he keeps, saying that he's doing so well, but he keeps having medical examinations.
Yeah, why do you have to keep taking them?
Yeah.
The Daily Mail, this is the 4th checkup that the president has had. He's supposed to have 1 a year. He's had several CT heart scans. What are the doctors looking for?
So Dr. Oz Dr. Oz is doing the press conference because the Kayleigh McEnany, what's her name?
Fuck.
It's okay. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is giving birth.
Okay. Okay.
But so here's Dr. Oz with the so he gives an answer to that. It's kind of like mundane. This next guy raises his hand. He's like, follow up, same question, and Oz gives a very peculiar answer. Peculiar answer.
Remarkable strength. Let's go. Hey, I just wanted to follow up on her question behind me. If the president's in such perfect health, why does he keep coming back in for checkups?
I think he likes the results. He does really well. He aces the test every single day.
Every single day?
He aces the test every single day.
That's what I heard.
I do actually believe that he is curious to make sure everything is going in the right direction. He's a very meticulous person in so many ways that are often underappreciated. But for him to...
It's often underappreciated. As a fellow hypochondriac myself, I just want to keep doing the cognitive tests,
Every day if we can.
The guys, they're having him draw a clock. They're having him find
Put the numbers
giraffe.
in. Yeah. It's Caroline Levitt, by the way, the person we couldn't. Yeah.
What did I say?
God. You said Kayleigh McEnany.
Yeah.
The last one.
That was 2 presidents ago.
That
I wonder
was.
what she's up to these days, Alan.
Huh. Maybe she has an OnlyFans.
Does it make you wistful?
No. Not my type.
Okay. Yeah, me either. Me either, Alan. More of an Ari Fleischer guy myself, right?
Oh,
Alan?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Remember him?
I do.
Yeah, he was back in the Bush administration.
I do. Yeah.
Well, this is a lot of fun. This is a tight show.
Very tight. It's a good show. It was fun.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of making it a little dirty talking about that. I think we can see where my mind's going. Maybe we can get out of here on a more less mature note, huh?
Us? Less mature?
Well, something happened over the weekend, and Natasha said something funny, and I wrote something down, and I figured, why don't I just hide it at the end of the show? But normally it's like a 2-hour show, and nobody's listening by now. I feel a little weird saying this in front of the full audience.
Do tell. Come on.
So we're at the lake, right?
Yes.
We had a great day at the lake. It was perfect weather, too. Like, if it was any hotter, it would have been sticky and gross, but it was just perfect.
Nice.
And Natasha has this pink lounge chair, and this is our first time using it there. And she got up and she pointed at the little like sweat mark in the shape of her tuchus, you know. You know.
Sure. Kiss.
You know. And she like points at it, and she's like, "Hey, look at that! Isn't that cool?" And I'm like, "Well, like, how come you can point at your butt sweat mark, but when I lick the vinyl at Skinny Dennis, that's inappropriate."
Yeah, I can see how those two things are totally similar.
All right. Well, if you'd like to support this fine program, and if you'd like to see me shoehorn in some more jokes, you can watch the Patreon. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with some more dumb bullshit. This concludes our broadcast day.
Have fun storming the castle.
Jeeves, bring me the battery acid.
It's not for women.
When a guy's banging you,
Y'all let me in his damn house.
oh, how about that?
Come in the name of peace.
LMFAO.
So what in the world is this?
Trump's pee-pee.
Why would you say something that stupid?
I come without explanations or solutions.
I'm a very sexy lady, cat turd. I will not suffer this harlot.
How great! An anti-American Marxist.
Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself.
Read the news.
China is asshole.
God bless the United States.
Bye-bye.
Podcasting.
Drive safe, buddy.
Cheers. That was fun.
Maga Delinda Est.
Indeed.
It's weird being over this early.